Alright, well, I intended to make a video on Sunday, but I had a lot going on because I was behind on stuff and needed to get that stuff done. And then I wanted to do it on Monday, but then I had more stuff piled on top of that to do. And so I had to postpone the video until today, Tuesday, October the 10th, 2023. And I have a lot of days off of work this week because, well, I guess it has to do with it getting colder in the area that I live at, and I work at a fast food place that serves ice cream, and I imagine that a lot of people do not want to eat ice cream during a time that the weather is cold. So, at least that's what I've heard people say, that, oh, it's too cold to eat ice cream. So that's a part of why I guess that people don't want to go to a fast food place. That, and maybe a lot of people just don't like going out when it's cold as much. So that's probably also why there isn't as much business. But anyways, of course, people's hours are getting cut. And I have more free time now, so I gotta figure out what to do with that and make sure that I remain productive during that time instead of just wasting too much of my time away looking up random stuff or looking at, like, shorts on YouTube. Even though they can be very interesting and entertaining at times, and I can learn some things from it, I still don't like that I waste so much time on it, so I try to not do that too much, but I also don't want to get caught up in the motions and just do a bunch of things that don't have a whole lot of meaning to me, because that's a big problem that I had for, like, well, a long time, just not necessarily as severe throughout the whole duration of that. So I just want to make sure that I reflect on things often enough so that I don't forget why I'm doing the things I'm doing. I don't want to just abandon them because I forgot the point in it. So, anyways, I noticed that in the previous video there was an issue with the lighting, and the reason why is because I forgot to turn the lamp on in my room. I'm not really that bothered by it, but that was just a thing I noticed that I thought about mentioning for whatever reason. But anyways, the main point of this video, I wanted to talk about my memory problems, and I think I may have already mentioned that a part of me doing videos of me just talking about things that I wanted to talk about would have a lot to do with me trying to remember things and trying to organize my thoughts better in video format, because that's my preferred way of doing it. But I have a lot of trouble focusing. I have a lot of trouble with sticking to my plans and actually staying productive and staying motivated and getting things done that I need to get done. And so I have to not only have a big long to-do list and try to move things around at times based off of priorities, but I also have to occasionally leave certain things in certain places so that when I find them, I can be reminded about things that I need to do. And sometimes I try to take the knock two birds with one stone thing way too far and put way too much on my plate. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's interesting what I'm able to accomplish, but yeah, I don't want to drain too much of my energy that often. Like earlier today, I took on something in a game that was like way harder than I probably should have allowed myself to take on, and I had a panic attack. Not very often that I get a panic attack from something that happens in a video game, but yeah, that lets me know I need to be careful. But yeah, I've had a lot of things happen this year with things not going so well at work, things not going so well with my mental and physical health, and my memory, and I've been trying to figure out how to still be a responsible adult and get done what I need to get done despite those obstacles. So that's why I've been coming up with plans and to-do lists and rules for myself to prevent myself from getting in certain unhealthy situations. Granted, I'm not perfect at that. Of course, I make mistakes still, but the point is that I've been trying to come up with things to help with my memory, to help boost my mood, my motivation, and to help me get back on track and do what I need to do. And so I am trying to get past the depression, past the whatever else is going on that I don't want to like specifically label anything yet, because I have not gotten a diagnosis for anything specific yet. So I don't want to just assume what it is and put a label on it when I don't know for certain. But I've got to actually get around to making those phone calls that I need to make to get those appointments scheduled so that I can take care of those things before November gets here and my doctor's appointment happens, and I still haven't taken any important actions to helping with my problems. I don't want to get marked down for non-compliance or whatever, so I gotta make sure I get those things taken care of. Because being productive is good, but if you don't get the important things done first, and you're just getting things done in general, then that's a problem. And, yeah. I gotta, make sure that I get things taken care of so that I can make sure that I can keep my job for longer and that I can have more financial stability and overall have a better idea of what I want to do with my life. And I also gotta try to preserve what left I have with things that I can currently remember and just abilities that I have. I want to try to preserve what I have in video form before it's potentially gone. And I think storing my memories in video form will help me to preserve them for as long as I can while I'm still alive. And I think that it'll probably slow the progression of whatever is going on with me. So, anyways, I just wanted to mention that, but I didn't want to go into too much details because I don't want to alarm anybody, nor do I want to freak myself out too much, but yeah, I still feel like I need to say a little bit about that. I don't know what I'm going to do next with YouTube, but yeah, peace.